Carrie from Wrap Your Head Around Silks. This is the Expecting Aerialist podcast, now with the Digitant Network. How's it going, guys? Hope you're having an amazing day. What would you like to say to the audience, Bean? Would you like to say hello?
Hello.
Can you say thanks for tuning in?
Thanks for tuning in.
That's beautiful. All right, my friends, lots happening. So excited to announce that Silk's Level 1 teacher training, fully virtual, is going to be starting April 1st, and it's going to be a month long, where we do Zoom and video assignments, and I teach you all the things from wherever you're at. Early bird registration starts the 5th of February. Yes, go ahead, Bean.
It's going to be my birthday soon when I'm 5.
Listen, you're not going to be 5 until October.
October 18th.
That's true, but that's not soon, okay?
It's going to be soon over I'm 4.
I love it. You guys heard it. You guys heard it from the source. All right, my friends. Today we have Sylvie Rose of DuoRose. She and her husband are a trapeze duo. She is postpartum, only about 2 or 3 months with her second baby, and she joins us today to tell us all about the process, all about staying in shape for her act, and then getting back to it, and all of the strategies strategies she had. Hey, Bean. Hey. So we got a little bean coloring over here. Yeah. And we're really excited for you guys to hear this. Let's get started. Listeners, I was just thanking Sylvia because this morning it's not that weird. Basically, Bean just started preschool yesterday.
Oh my gosh, that's big.
First day.
Wow.
Yeah, and she's a little after her 4th birthday, so it's time, and she did great, but she woke up super early the day before. We're like every other day. We're like Monday, Wednesday, Friday.
Sure, yep.
So this morning, I had told her the night before, I was like, I got a podcast at 9, and she was just not having it. Like, she didn't have her mama time. We usually we have a whole like cuddle situation into breakfast on our days that she's not, needing to be at school.
Yeah.
And she was not having it. So Sylvia was very gracious, and we just moved it an hour, and then she is sewing right now with her.
I can stop sewing. It's okay.
No, you can totally sew. But I'm just talking about the multitasking.
Yeah.
She's sewing. She's got her how many month old?
2.5.
2.5 months.
Yeah.
Oh my God. 2.5 month old in like a rigged baby bouncer, sans bouncer, but just
a
rigged on the
swing right now.
And then how old is your toddler?
Oh, he's almost 6. He's going to be 6 next week.
Okay, so he's not really toddler.
He's like a small child. Yeah, he's like flying. Yeah, he's in kindergarten right now. So
you're only 2.5 months postpartum. You're like in the 4th trimester, which I call purgatory.
I gotta say it was a lot easier with the second one, and I don't know if it's because he's just more chill or if it's because I learned something the first time, maybe. But I feel like pretty much human.
Oh my God. I'm shoving sausage into my face, guys. So that's how today went.
Yeah.
Wow. It could have gone the other way. I feel like other parents, it's either one or the other.
Right? I feel like people say, oh, the second one's easier, and I think that's probably true about half the time. But he needs to come out of there now. You're done with that, huh? Come on out. Oops, sorry.
All good.
We're gonna scoop him. Come on, scoop.
My toddler's also running around sans any pants.
Oh, that sounds like
Oh, look at that squish.
Yeah, he's a little smoosh. Let's go sit in the
That was one of the things that I wanted to do before we got on, is put some pants on her.
I mean,
Didn't happen.
There's the more important things.
She likes to be free,
Yeah, absolutely. Ugh.
We're just home by ourselves. It doesn't really matter. And this is not being recorded for video.
Right.
So,
Yeah, no problem.
know.
I'm going to change his diaper real
It's
quick.
okay.
On that note.
You know, honestly, I think that's why this podcast works the way it does, because every person is like, you know what? I know every time something happens that the other person's going to understand.
Right, because
You know, like,
their moms also.
Yeah. Sylvia, if you would introduce yourself, where you live, you're a little bit about your family, a little bit about your practice, and I'll just jump in.
Sure. So my name's Sylvia Friedman, but I go by Sylvia Rose professionally. And we are based right outside of Chicago. Buddy, okay, sure, okay.
Right outside Chicago. I didn't know that.
We were trying to be based in Germany for about 5 years, and then we moved back before our first son was born. So, to be near my family.
Got
And
it.
my husband and I do a duo trapeze act under the stage name DuoRose.
Oh.
And we have 2 kids now. Lucas is going to be 6 next week, and Simon here is almost 3 months old, I guess. 2.5 months.
Oh my God! You're a boy mom.
Yep.
You are surrounded in that household.
I am outnumbered.
What's it like with all the testosterone in the space?
I mean, let's be honest. Like, before they're teenagers, they don't have like a ton of more testosterone than girls at the same age.
Oh, I didn't know that.
It's like, you know, it's not a huge difference. I think that
Got it.
most of the differences in prepubescent children are socialized into them rather than biologically motivated.
I learn something every day. Okay, so let's talk about postpartum right now. How do you feel today?
I mean, like, truthfully, I was doing great, and then my back spasmed like a week and a half ago, but it's coming back, so, you know, training's okay. And we were running routines. We did a show when he was 8 weeks old.
Oh, wow.
And then we were like, oh, we'll take it easy. And then I ended up needing to take it more easy than I wanted to. But, yeah, we're getting back into the swing of it. And I feel pretty okay. It's like the tail end of this back spasm situation. And
has that always been the case or just postpartum?
It happens to me on average like once or twice a year.
Okay. Is it lower back?
Yeah, it's usually like coincides with my period, you know?
Did you get your period back already?
Yeah, it's not fair. I hate it.
What?
No, right? And I'm like, I'm nursing all the time. This is not fair. I did not want this back.
You guys should see my face. I'm like, what? It's so soon.
It's way too soon.
The first time, how long did it go away?
I actually don't remember. Because it was sleep-deprived days.
So what I remember, I got really lucky. Well, I bled for 8 weeks postpartum.
Yep.
I had a C-section. All that blood was leaving my body. I bled for 8 weeks after, but then I didn't get my period. I want to say 18 months.
Nice. That's the dream. No, I bled for like this time because I don't remember the first time I.
Yeah.
But I bled for like 4-ish weeks, and then I got an IUD put back in. And like the hormonal one that's supposed to like tamp everything down, but then like I was spotting after that, and I was like, okay, well, you know, whatever, no big deal. And then I got my period, and I was like, you know,
I've had my IUD for like 6 months, 7 months now, and my periods are almost gone again.
This is my third one now. Because I had one before Lucas and one in between, and now third one. And And the first time my periods went away like completely, and it was great. And then the second time I still kind of had it, and so now I don't know what to expect.
Oh man, that the first 3 months of having an IUD, I wasn't like prepared for it. It was terrible for me.
Oh, really?
Like I was getting period cramps like I'd never had before. Like somebody was like electric shocking my uterus. That's how it felt. I was like, what is this? Is not worth it. And then of course now it's worth it. But
I feel lucky I didn't have it.
well, oh my goodness. So obviously you've come back from pregnancy before.
Yeah.
Did you have any diastasis recti this time?
No.
Like how did you prep? How did you prep to get back in the air?
I didn't have any diastas, so I was lucky that I was able to get back sooner than a lot of people do.
Okay.
I ended up requesting an extra appointment at 2 weeks post to get cleared to come back.
Oh, and do you have a doctor that is kind of not super conservative?
Yeah. And the first time I did that too. The first time I was with a midwife, actually. And she was great, but she left the practice. And so I was at the same practice this time. And the doctor was also, she was very understanding. I also did a round of pelvic floor physio this time around.
Okay. And you had vaginal births on both?
Yeah.
Okay.
And I was also lucky that I was able to stay active, like stretching, doing handstands and stuff like that through the whole pregnancy. This time, like literally until I went into labor, although you can't, I mean, like that was coincidental. And then the other thing I did that helped me a lot, and it's just a very specific, very silly little exercise, but like with an elastiband, just like pulling down with straight arms to keep this shoulder muscle for inversions.
Oh, so explain that to the audience.
So
how, like, explain that
what I would
exercise.
do is like hang the band from my home rig, but from a surface above you, and like imitate the arm motion of pike ups without doing the crunch bit, because I was trying to avoid doing crunches to avoid splitting the abs, which apparently is less settled of a science than I thought it was the first time around, but I still avoided it.
Okay.
But I found out the first time that like my abs came back no problem. But what I found out the first time was that shoulder muscle I use for almost nothing else ever.
Oh.
Like apparently it's just not relevant when I'm stretching.
Are you talking about the front of your humerus?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. But like it's the motion, so it's like it'll still activate like in your upper back and traps and stuff.
Yeah. Okay.
And
so you needed to take an exercise that you could
do with
continue to strengthen that. Yeah.
that I could do without doing actual pike ups. Once I was like really showing. Yeah. But it helped a lot because like the first time around when I was coming back, I hung and I was like, I can't even move, right? I can't go anywhere.
Yeah.
And this time, the first time I hung, I was able to do a clean pike up.
Well, and you are doing a trapeze. You guys are static trap?
Yeah, we do static duotrapeze.
Okay, so that's like a lot of straight arm inversions. It's all straight arm inversions.
It's really a make or break situation where like if you can't do a straight arm inversion, it's not like there's not a lot else left.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay, because in my practice, I can avoid a straight arm invert. Like I barely have ever had one. Maybe I had 3 in a row at my most strong, because I'm in a bent arm so much. You know, I'm doing silks.
Yeah.
It's so different.
Well, and there's something under you for silks.
Yes. You can use your feet seeds.
Yeah.
That's what I say.
Yeah.
Oh my God. Okay, so that's really important for you to have that straight arm
It's a
straddle.
really
Okay,
key
so
foundation skill for me.
it is. Holy moly.
So like
Did you perform when you were pregnant? Did you guys have
I
shows or no?
performed duotrapeze up until like 4.5, 5 months.
Okay.
Um, and then oddly enough, I kept performing contortion until like 8 months, but like for just like one-off things.
Yeah.
Um, and that was because people kept asking me to do it, and I was like, "You still want to see me like this?" But I was fine.
Well,
So like,
well, it changes the whole thing, right? Because now people are seeing a visibly pregnant woman do all this stuff and it becomes a different act, right?
yeah. And truthfully, like, I'm not in. I wasn't entirely comfortable with that aspect for me because,
Okay.
frankly, as soon as you're pregnant in public in any way, people have opinions,
Oh
and
my God,
I do
yes.
not want to hear those opinions from random
Yeah.
strangers.
Yeah.
And
Yeah.
like,
Like,
it's true
yeah.
that like 9 out of 10 people are like, "You go," but that one more person, I don't want to talk to.
Yeah.
You know?
And they somehow feel like because you're in front of their eyes, they have
They have the right to say
it's
something to you.
yes.
And then they feel like because they've seen your show, they know you.
Yeah, it's weird.
It's super weird. And like, it was weird enough when like people would come up and try to touch my abs because I have abs. But like trying to touch the baby, I was no, 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 no. You know?
Wait, people would just come up and try to touch your abs like when you before
It's
because you have
it's
abs?
happened to me on multiple occasions.
Don't lie to
And I'd
me.
be
That
like,
is disgusting.
I'm right here. That's part of my body. Like I'm standing right here. Um,
I'm like, I guess it makes sense, but like I've never thought about
it
that because I don't have a six pack, so no one's ever tried to feel my abs.
it only happens when we have to do a meet and greet with the audience after the show,
And you're in your
and I'm
costume.
in my costume. So usually, and what I have ended up doing in that show is I would just like change before that.
Yes, I can
But like
imagine
the
because
first couple
people.
times, I was like, uh.
Does that happen to your husband?
No.
Listeners, her face changed so fast when she said no.
He wears high-waisted pants.
But even still, okay, wait. Back
People
up.
touch his shoulders.
Where you guys are right outside of Chicago. Do you guys have a contract there in your city?
Currently, we didn't plan anything in advance, but also typically like we travel, so like
Oh,
yeah,
okay.
we're just based here right now.
So Chicago, I'm sorry, Germany, were you in a contract
We've
there
done
or was
a
there just a lot of work
bunch of
there?
different contracts there.
Okay.
So like we work
Okay.
mostly in like variety and cabaret type shows.
Yes.
We've done a couple of circuses too, but truthfully, I'm very allergic to horses, so it kind of limits that.
Okay, because they're
If there's gonna be
they're
animals,
everywhere.
they're
Yeah.
like the first one. So like I can't be in that show if there's horses because I can't.
How long? Yeah, because you can't breathe and breathing's important.
Yeah, I like breathing. I want to be alive.
How long has DuoRose been performing?
So we've been working together for 16 years. Yeah.
Whoa.
The first 2 years, though, we were really just training, not performing much at all. Like we would do a couple of very local gigs, but
And
like
how old were you 16 years
I was
ago? I
16,
can't do math.
so
Okay.
fully half my life.
So you guys have known each other for at least 16 years, if not longer.
Pretty much 16 years. Like we had met a couple times, but like
So did you get put together by parents or did like how were you coupled as a
so
I want to
He
hear this love
was
story.
living at my contortion coach's house, actually.
Okay.
And I'm going to contextualize that by saying that, like, she has a son our age also, and they were very good friends and training together. And so he was renting a room from his friend's mom so that he could teach at a summer camp that was really far from his parents' house.
Okay.
So he was living there, and she was teaching classes out of the living room at that time. The coach's name is Oyun Chame Gadamchef, by the way. Oyuna. She's wonderful. I love her. And so one day, I guess she couldn't get a hold of me before class, but she also couldn't make it. So she called him and was like, I can't make it. Like, stretch the next person who walks through the door. So we had...
And it was you.
Me. We had possibly the most awkward stretching class I've ever been to.
Awkward because...
Oh, hi, guy. I barely know.
Was he awkward? Did he have an awkward moment too?
Yeah, absolutely.
Or was it just you?
We both kind of powered through it, but we were like, I guess this is what we're doing. Couple of teenagers.
So, do you guys have a age difference?
He's almost 2 years older than me, so not a huge one.
Okay, so he's like 18, you're 16. You're like,
yeah,
what did you think of him the first day?
Still, but yeah. I mean, it didn't register the first. I thought, oh, it's a friend of a friend, basically.
Sure.
But we still kind of think maybe she put us together on purpose, and I could never ask her. I can't imagine asking her that. Besides, the question's better than the answer.
From a oh, this might be a good partner for Ariel standpoint or boy and girl standpoint?
Boy and girl standpoint. I actually thought at that time that I had stopped doing aerial because, like, I had traded it for contortion lessons, basically.
Okay.
So then he was like, "Oh, I train at this open gym. It's like you become very affordable, you know." And so I started going to that. And then we started dating, and then we were like, we should make an act together because as teenagers, that's a thought process that makes sense. I'm like, I'm going to hang a potential future career on a new relationship. It's a great idea. Definitely do that.
But you guys were already kind of pointing towards circus.
Yeah.
No matter what, on your own.
He was teaching at a circus summer camp, which is why he was there. But he was a gymnast. He had done some circus as a little kid, and then he was a gymnast for a while, and then he did sports acrobatics, Russian bar, silks and straps, and he caught flying trapeze. So he did all kinds of stuff.
Sylvia, do you and him come from circus families or no?
Not as such. His mom was a recreational circus artist when he was little, and I think maybe before that too. My parents are computer programmers.
So no. That's so funny. Oh my God, I love hearing these stories. So you guys have been together, and so you've been touring and traveling and doing your act for many years. And then when did you guys say, let's start a family, or was it just, did it just
very
happen?
much planned? In fact, even as teenagers are perhaps wont to do, we got really serious really fast. And I remember talking to him about like potential future children when I was 16. And I was like,
no.
I was like,
oh my God.
But wait, I was like, I don't know, maybe in 10 years. And then 5 years later, we got married. And 5 years after that, we had our first son.
So you were on.
I knew myself very well as a teenager.
So 10 years into your relationship, so you're in your mid-20s.
I was, 26.
You guys have your first son. And were you at all worried, scared, anxious about being able to come back to it?
Of course, yeah. I mean, like, I told myself, like, it's going to be fine. You know, people come back from this all the time, blah, blah, blah. But of course I was scared. Like, it's a risk, right?
Yeah.
And it's a risk every time. It's a calculated risk. We can do things to mitigate it, but it's a risk anyway.
Yeah.
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 I'm scared this time too. But, it's worth it.
Yeah, agreed. I also wish the men could have a baby. That would be great.
Yeah, we could trade off or something.
It's I'm just like I think I say this like every fifth podcast. I'm like, wouldn't it be cool? I mean, they literally sail through. They don't have to go through any of the seismic changes that we have to go through emotionally, physically, mentally, changing of the schedule, changing of the I mean, of course they're in it with us, but
yeah, but it's not the same.
it is not the same. I know there's a lot of women out there who are like, oh, but I get to have the baby. I agree. I love that she came from me,
Sure.
out of me.
Yeah. I could take it or leave it.
Yeah, I mean,
I hated being pregnant.
no, I
Both times.
hated being pregnant.
Yeah.
Like, I was like, this is lasting so long.
Exactly.
And then I found a picture of myself a month from giving birth and then also right before.
Mm-hmm.
I am a pretty petite person with not a lot of space between my rib cage and my hips.
Sure, yep.
So she was like living outside of my body. Like there is no like divot in there, like for her to actually like just chill. I am so far out in front of myself.
Oh, gosh.
So I pulled this picture up for a friend of mine and her daughter. This woman being a mom herself, because I'm like, is it just me, or am I sticking out way farther than other women? She's like, do you realize that you should be thanking the stars that your skin isn't completely messed up? Because I was like, you couldn't even tell I was pregnant from the front or the back.
Yeah.
It was just like
Straightforward.
straightforward. No, I hated being pregnant.
Yeah. Yeah. I mean, like, that's not the fun part. I have a friend who loved it. I'm like, I mean, more power to you, but like, and I had a relatively easy pregnancy.
Okay, well, I feel like there are some reasons for that. Like, my friend Harvey, she loved it mostly because her Crohn's disease subsided during the pregnancy.
I mean, that's a very valid
Stuff like
reason.
that.
This was not that.
Very valid.
She just like feeling a baby kick. Like, I think it didn't stop her from doing as much stuff. Like, she's a contortionist, but she could just still do everything because she's amazing and a freaking badass. And then like, I don't know. She said she like maybe she just rode the wave of those hormones really happily. I don't know.
That's true. You do have the hormones. Bean, do you need something? You want to say hi to Sylvia? Oh,
I want to hug you.
Hi.
come here. We have no pants on, but
It's all fun.
I didn't even have to say that. No one can know. No one knows. Come here, Bean. Come here. Come snuggle. Come snuggle, Mama.
No, baby.
Okay. All right. We'll do one of these.
No.
We'll do one of these. Yeah, you have Mama's earbuds in? Let's do this. Out and out. What were you saying? Oh, you were saying, and then I was thinking, oh my God, my brain.
People who love pregnancy.
People who love pregnancy. Oh, it's gone. See, that's the problem too.
It happens.
I know. Oh, do you guys have, since you do plan ahead, are you planning to have like more kids?
No.
Why does she have kids?
Yes, she's got 2.
I have 2 kids.
Two?
Little one.
Look at this baby.
He's asleep and snoring.
Look at the baby.
Can you hear him snoring?
And
I can't hear him, but maybe the track will pick it up. Oh my goodness. And it's cold there because you're outside Chicago.
I mean, it's not as cold as it should be, if I'm honest, because it was raining today, and cold rain is
Oh.
It's just real nasty out there today. I'm not going outside.
So it's been kind of cold here. It dropped below 40 the other night.
Ooh.
Here in LA, which is very, very not normal.
Very cold for LA.
Mommy,
Very cold for LA.
Mommy,
Yes,
Mommy,
Bean.
I want you.
Yes, I'm right here.
I just want you.
Sylvia, do you have any advice for those arrow moms out there? Do you have anything for us?
Um, you know, I've been in that group for a while now, the Aerial Mamas group, right?
The Facebook
Yeah.
group?
And sometimes I feel bad about sharing my story because, like, I think every place where we talk about pregnancy and birth becomes a place where we process trauma from it, which is very valid. I don't want to say I don't have any trauma, but I had a much easier time than a lot of the stories you read.
I just mommy,
And I think it's important to remember that it can go that way also.
Mm. Yeah, it's not all doom and gloom.
Right, because I think people are just terrified because they read all these stories and, like, statistically, it doesn't have to be that way, you know? So I think it's maybe just that.
Yeah, like your whole pelvic floor gets blown out, you know?
Right, or just like, you know, like you're getting back into the air like months or years later for the first time. And it's like, well, like, I mean, that can happen. It's good to know that that can happen. But like, I think that maybe we're setting people's expectations for that it's going to be really just terrible. You know?
Yeah.
Probably.
Yeah, like statistically, it's not going to be. The chances are that it might be fine.
Right, exactly.
Absolutely fine.
Yeah.
So sometimes I just try to put my story out there too because I have a different story than a lot of people read most of the time because you know we talk about our problems, we don't necessarily talk about it when things are doing fine.
Or the things that are easy, because there are always something
right. I mean,
easy,
there are
not
challenges,
everything.
but you know, let's see if you'll go in here because I need to plug this in. Okay.
Mike the ducks. Mike the ducks.
Oh, I also had something I had not read about at all
Mike the ducks.
before having a baby.
Squish the ducks.
What's that?
A fast progressing labor.
You mean when you started laboring, it was really quick?
Mike the ducks.
And only on the second one?
Oh, no, on both of them.
No, really?
The ducks.
What does this mean? Tell us, please.
I was not prepared for this because I had read a bunch of books that were like, settle in, it'll be fine. This is a long haul, you know, 18-hour, whatever. So what this meant for me was that I went from this might be a false alarm to holding a baby, my first baby, in less than 6 hours.
Wow.
I was possibly in labor for 10 hours-ish. And I had like kind of an inkling that something was happening about 12 hours before he was born.
So did you just dilate like in a flash?
I don't know, because I wasn't at the hospital until half an hour before he was born.
Half an hour? Were you like holding the baby in?
No, but I was like, I mean, first of all, they say it's false labor if the contractions are not evenly spaced. That is not true. So I was waiting at home for, you know, the contractions to be 5 minutes apart and lasting for a minute, and that was not what was happening. And I had my two friends there with me, and it was like 11 minutes, and then 20 minutes, and then 11 minutes, and then 2 minutes, and we were like, we should leave. Like, baby now. And when I got in, I was 9 centimeters.
Wow.
So, yeah. So then, like, half an hour later, I was holding a baby.
And did you even have time for epidural, or you didn't do that anyway?
I didn't do that anyway. I was like, can you run a bath? And they were like, you don't have time for that.
Tummy.
And was it really, really painful?
The first one, I remember having like an out-of-body experience. So like, I mean, like, yeah, obviously it was painful. I remember hearing myself scream and then only putting together later that it was my voice.
Oh.
The second one, was very, very painful, but I was in it the whole time.
But because, sorry, Bean, the first one was so quick.
So what they told me
Did you?
was the second one can go twice as fast, so come in right away.
Oh, okay. So you were in that mindset. So when you started feeling it, you went to the hospital, right?
Not exactly, because I still wanted to wait until they were at least like 20 minutes apart. Like I didn't want to spend too much time at the hospital because like the more time you spend at the hospital, the more likely you are to end up with an intervention that you don't necessarily want or need.
Sure.
And I was determined to do it with as few interventions as possible because I felt like it would be better for my recovery. And because I've had a couple friends, not everybody, but a couple friends who had an epidural and it adversely affected their lower back flexibility.
So interesting. Okay. I learned something new every day.
I don't know if this is a real thing because there are no studies on it. Are no statistics.
Right. It's just anecdotal.
Right.
Yep.
So it's totally anecdotal, but I was like, you know what? I don't want to take that risk. Right?
Yeah.
I put this.
Yeah. It's not worth it for the long term.
It's not worth it for me.
Put this, Mom.
It could be worth it for someone else. Absolutely.
Mommy, put this.
Like I'm not
Right.
trying to say no one should get it. But just for me, for myself, I was like, I don't want to risk that because that is very important to me.
Sure.
But you know, hospitals are scary, and the more time you spend scared and in pain, the more likely you are to want to do something about it. Fear also intensifies the feelings of pain. So like being at home for as long as possible. But so this time I went in, and they were like, oh, you're only 5 centimeters. You could actually go home for a couple hours if you want. And I was like, you know what? I wouldn't know when to come back in. And then less than 2 hours later, he was born.
Wow. Is this a genetic thing?
Probably.
What is it? Early onset labor? What is it called?
Fast progressing labor.
Fast progressing labor.
Yeah. Well, it's like,
Early onset labor. I just made that
no,
up.
because it was on time, right? Like full term. Just
Sure.
fast.
Okay. Right. Right. And usually the first baby, for most women, it takes a while.
Yes.
Most, I don't know, want to say most, but a lot of areolas are also very tight through the pelvic floor.
Sure. That makes sense. Yeah.
So even more so. When I see my picture of my belly from back then, I ended up with a C-section because I had a low-lying placenta and I wasn't dilating.
And this.
And I know babies come out of the vagina, but I see myself in that picture and I was like, I don't know
She has
how that would have come out of my vagina, but I know it could have.
I mean, I had some tearing, you know.
because she needs breast.
Yeah.
Not a huge amount, but like some,
Yes.
you know, some.
Yes.
Yeah. Yeah. How big were the babies when they came out?
Oh, let's see. Lucas was 7 pounds
Bodies.
9 ounces, and Simon was 7 pounds 3 ounces.
Color door.
Okay, so you're not having like 10-pound babies,
No,
which is helpful.
I'm having like spot on average sized babies.
It's a
Yeah. Sylvia, are you guys? What's on the docket soon? When are you guys? Are you guys
she is
performing soon?
Yeah.
nice.
We're actually going to Seattle next month to do a show with some friends of ours, which should be real fun.
Because we're gonna make free.
We didn't want to plan too much stuff like too far in advance because you never know how the recovery is going to be.
One to the time.
Yeah.
But yeah, that's what we have on the docket, and then we're looking about, you know,
Wait.
spring, summer, something.
And when you are going through all this, is your husband performing solo stuff?
He made a bubble act during the pandemic. That was his project, so he's still been doing that. He was
Bubble
smart.
act. What is
So he
bubble act like on the ground?
like soap bubbles.
Oh, cool.
He was smart and picked a second act that you don't have to warm up for. I was dumb and picked a
Yeah.
second act that you have to warm up for more.
Do this one.
You're contortionist.
Yes.
Got it. Oh my God, I love Sylvia adding your story to this greater world of stories that we have collected here.
Yeah.
It's really helpful.
Yeah, I feel like my story is
Look at the
different in
baby.
that way.
Yeah, it's great. It's great. You want to go touch the baby?
Oh, he's so
I
soft.
know.
Especially his hair right here.
Oh,
God.
really?
Oh my God. And it's so soft.
Oh my God.
I spend a lot of time just like
Sylvia.
petting him.
Of course. My little bean's skin is just so soft, and I
Yeah.
just rubbed a butt.
Yeah.
Rubbed his butt, and it's easy because there's no undies on.
Just
Naked butt butt.
free.
Free as a bird.
Yep.
Sylvia, thank you so much for being flexible.
Yeah, no problem.
In many ways. I appreciate that. Okay. Thank you so much for being here.
Yeah, thanks for having me.
Sylvie, thank you so much for being here today with me. I think I also butchered your name at least 50% of the time. It's my brain. It's not working half the time. Hi, Bean. Would you like to say something to the audience?
Yes.
Go ahead.
Hi.
Hello. All right, my friends. Thank you for being here. If you check the show notes, a lot of stuff going on. Teacher training happening starting April 1st. Early bird registration is happening February 5th. Roll it out. You get a free 4-inch massage ball just for joining. So even if you join and check it out and it's not for you, cool, but you get a free gift. We do Monday and Thursdays evenings live, and then you can always do the recordings on the student portal. And then I got a full course. I got an aerial rehab course. I got a free mini course. Check it out. It's all there for you. All right, my friends, please honor me with a 5-star rating and a review. It makes such a difference. Check out Greener Grass, my podcast with Kelly McVeigh. If you want to hear the sound of my voice, if it calms you, that would make me so happy. And have a wonderful week. Stay warm out there. And signing off, this is Carrie. Wrap your head around silk. So this is your Mary.